Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Lions and the Jags, and it's all up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the NFC champions, the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Tucker McCann's got it set up and ready to go. And off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out is their fifth-year quarterback.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Young. On target to his man, Likely. And he's brought down. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. And it's a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars! With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Jaguars take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. McCann's got it teed up. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Young. A tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Young to throw it. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's up. 33 following a good pickup of 8. 3rd and 2. To throw, Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Young. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down. It's Young off play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Team turned it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two. I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only...
Well, we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 28 yards. And the Jaguars will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. McCann's got it teed up. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Young now. Complete to Likely on the out route. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Throwing, Young. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. That'll go for a gain of 7. Now it's 3rd and 4. Now here's Young. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He'll field this at the 5. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. But 1st down, Hurts. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Broken tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 49 yards rushing for him now in the opening quarter of this Super Bowl. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. That's to the tight end Laporta. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He can't get him down. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. So that does it for the first quarter. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we are ready to return to Super Bowl 62 action. Start of the second quarter. Here we go. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Ken Walker taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jags continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. McCann's got it teed up. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for him so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
Young. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Meanwhile, Young's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Young to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough?
Oh, Young loses it. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now Young. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Jaguars are going to have it here just past the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for Jacksonville. 47 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll run on the ground, and he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now we all know that an offensive coordinator and quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's
going to be brought down at about the 16. So we've come upon halftime in the big. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
27 yards there, a first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Rolling to his right. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. This is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Jaguars. A.J. Brown, 38 yards. And the Jaguars are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. McCann's got it teed up. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you
a first down throw for Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. A play fake. Now Young. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Looking to throw, Young. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is worth. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Brian Robinson Jr. taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Lions get a bit closer. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Wide receiver A.J. Brown. You see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Hurts going to run it himself. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
McCann's kick up and good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
McCann's got it teed up. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Robinson. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. First down, Young. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here is Young. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back to finish off the big one, the Super Bowl 62, as we get you set for the 4th and final quarter. Here's 3rd and 9. Young working out of the gun. That is caught. And caught it up. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 42. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. He probably took him as his training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. To the air once more, Young. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Young to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. Now Young. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Young will set to throw. And in for the Lions. Touchdown. Nico Collins from 8 yards out. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The Young's going to throw for this. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You get it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight.
Now a first down throw for Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Out of the gun, it's Young.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Throwing out left and finding likely.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Touchdown!
Nico Collins.
His second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Extra point attempt to come here. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Oh, he bowls over it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Holding offense.
That's on the guard, Alex Kappa.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Here now, a 3rd and 20. Try to take this home. They'll run.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
That's caught inside the 20. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And the Jaguars have done it. Jacksonville, the Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all off season, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.